Hi, everybody. Madeline Parker here to talk about the exciting transit of Pluto into the sign of Aquarius, which is happening tomorrow, midday PST time. I shall share the chart. This is a powerful time of change for all of us, brand new cycles. We have all worked really hard and cleared deep layers of karma. We've purified somewhere in our life. We've become purified motive, basically, because Pluto is burning off lower density fear-based attachment issues to something that we have been attached to in the illusion that that was our survival, our survival, and that without this, that we would then perish, basically. But we've discovered now that this is not true. We've discovered that there is a God, or whatever we personally believe to be the universe, a God, whatever. But we've discovered that our well-being and our survival is on a magical force out in the cosmos that we have no control over, and that is really running the show in our lives. And so we've let go, basically, and surrendered. And so depending on where Capricorn sits in your chart would indicate where this transformation has occurred, where we have transformed from fear into faith around an area in our lives. Now, I want to look at the chart for the exact minute that Pluto moves into. So there it is that Pluto moves into the sign of Aquarius, which really does indicate that we're entering into the age of Aquarius right now. By the way, the energies are much lighter when Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. Things feel like they're moving more rapid. The future's unfolding. There's optimism about the future. The society is less separate. We're more galvanized. We're more on a collective trajectory. We're sort of all on the same page about the future, about where we want to go. Most people are. But in our personal lives, we're going to see a transformation occur in the house of Aquarius, but again, this is a lighter transformation. It is not so karmic and not so painful and not so fear rattling, or shall we say, survival fear triggering as much. Not saying that you never will feel that way with Pluto in Aquarius. We still will be transforming fears of control or lack of control. But in the age of Aquarius, the energy is lighter and it's more optimistic, and it's more about setting a new matrix, basically, that one that supports the people more. So we're going to look at what happens exactly when Pluto moves into the sign, because in astrology, we always look at the minute, for instance, that people are born. The solar return minute lines up to your birthday. That indicates how your whole year is going to go. So let's see how this whole Pluto cycle is going to go, because the minute that it goes in there into Aquarius at 12:40, 18 minutes PST, PM, what's going on? Well, very nice stuff, which I think has a very positive influence on this next cycle. So we've got a Venus sextiling Saturn. Now Saturn is ruling this new, well, Saturn rules Aquarius. So the ruler of the new Pluto cycle is connecting with Venus. Venus is in its sign of Capricorn, while Venus is the sign that is exalted in Pisces. So in other words, Venus in Pisces is exalted, and Saturn in Capricorn is in its own home. So this is a very good positive energy. This is about romance and money, things being very cemented, very solid, very structured, very long-term, very, shall we say, committed, very on task. And there's a flow, there's an ease with this. It all flows because we've cleared our karma in these areas. So these karmic energies are not blocking the abundant, more optimistic, shall we say, long-term positive flow of money and romance, all things Venus. Then what else do we have? Well, Neptune is a higher octave of Venus in the sign of Pisces, closing out the Piscean era here at 27 degrees Pisces, Neptune, making a beautiful angle trying to the sun. I mean, oh my gosh, that is spirituality. That is literally saying this is a time now where we wake up to the powers of the unseen forces and the unseen, because Pisces always represents the highest dimension, the confused, the spiritual, the non-matrix, basically. So we're really grounding here in this new earth, which is what happens when Pluto moves into Aquarius. Is the dawning of the new earth. At that minute, the sun is trining Neptune, which literally means we are saved through our connection to higher and spirit. And or if we don't want to use the word saved, our abundance and our expansion as a collective is improved upon our connection to spirit in the unseen world. Now, what else? We have the nodes at that time making a beautiful trine to Mars. And, this is, so if Mars, if Venus is the feminine, Mars is the masculine. I mean, they're both making extremely positive angles. Mars rules Aries. So it's making, the nodes are making, it's almost like there's this ability now in this day, tomorrow, November 19th, there's this some sort of a flow ability to create the changes and to move ourselves forward in a very positive direction in love, money, and Mars aspects, which is, action, motivation, drive, inspiration. And then it's sort of making positive angle on the nodes. So it's almost like people are feeling upbeat and motivated and inspired to go in the direction of our true destiny, of the nodes, to shift our destiny. I mean, this is a destiny shifting time, no doubt about it. Then we have the moon making a wonderful kite element to Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius. That's the other planet that rules Aquarius. And it's on the planet, it's on a star called Algol, which is the Medusa, but it's also very abundant. And we have Jupiter sextiling Chiron in Aries, which indicates people are really much more in their power. They're feeling much more faith about the future. And people are feeling empowered, feeling like we can change the future, feeling like we've got power, right? Individually and collectively. Then we have Mercury opposing Jupiter, which usually indicates conflict of beliefs or shifts in beliefs or communications with people where you're arguing beliefs. And but with Mercury trining Chiron at that time, we have a lot of confidence. We believe these are positive conversations. These are empowered conversations. They're not trying to overpower the other person. Chiron is making a sextile to Jupiter. These are all shifts and changes that are occurring from healed parts of ourselves. So these actions we take, these flow, ease of openings of the ways, are happening in a way that is definitely supported by the energies right now for us to progress here. It's almost like tomorrow we all shift and we go onto some very progressive path towards our true calling, our true relationships, the true ways that we are here to sustain financially ourselves. I'm going to do more about this because this is quite a really exciting time, in my opinion. And I'm sure we're all going to feel this tomorrow. You're going to feel a buoyancy. And I'm going to talk more about it tomorrow because I just feel like there's so much more to say. All right. Thanks for watching. Namaste.